Emma Raducanu surprises Beijing. I have Chinese blood and shocks crowd with fluent Mandarin. The National Tennis Center in Beijing was electric, bathed in golden lights and the hum of eager anticipation. Fans filled the stadium, waving banners, chanting names, and holding their breath for every serve. Emma Raducanu, the young British sensation, had arrived not just as a player, but as a global phenomenon. Her victories at the U.S. Open had made her a household name. Yet tonight, in Beijing, the stakes were different. It wasn't just about tennis. It was about connection, heritage, and identity. And when Emma stepped onto court, few knew that this match would become a historic moment of cultural revelation, a rival in the unexpected whisper. Emma walked through the tunnel, racket in hand, her usual focus tempered by a quiet excitement. There had been whispers among her team. The crowd might respond differently here. She might feel an unusual warmth. But Emma had a surprise in store. "This city has always fascinated me," she whispered to her coach. "And today, I want to share something I've never spoken about publicly." The team exchanged knowing glances. Emma's calm demeanor hid a sense of purpose. Tonight was about more than tennis. The match begins. The first set was textbook Emma, precision, agility, and uncanny anticipation. She moved gracefully, every stroke deliberate. Yet mid-match, she paused at the baseline, smiled at the crowd, and said something that sent ripples through the arena. "Naiman Hao, what's your Emma Raducanu?" The Mandarin flowed naturally, clear and melodic. The crowd froze in disbelief, then erupted into cheers. Fans jumped to their feet, smartphones raised high, capturing the moment forever. Emma continued, "I have Chinese blood in me. My heritage is part of who I am, and I am proud to share it with all of you today." Gasps of admiration echoed throughout the stadium. Few had expected this personal revelation during a high-stakes match, and emotional impact was immediate. A heritage unveiled. Backstage after the first set, Emma's team congratulated her. "You really caught everyone off guard," her coach said. "I wanted them to know me beyond tennis," Emma replied softly. "My grandmother spoke Mandarin. My family's roots are here, and I wanted to honor that tonight." For Emma, this was a culmination of years of personal reflection. Growing up in London, she had balanced her British upbringing with the stories, traditions, and language of her maternal heritage. But public acknowledgement was a different matter. "Identity isn't always simple," she said in a quiet moment. But today, it felt right to embrace all of it. The crowd reacts. Back in the arena, the energy was palpable. Fans waved banners reading "Welcome, Emma," and "We are proud of you." The initial shock had turned into a wave of affection and connection. Commentators struggled to keep up with the moment. This is unprecedented. Emma Raducanu, speaking fluent Mandarin, acknowledging her Chinese heritage mid-match. The crowd is going wild. The stadium's roar was not just for her game. It was for her authenticity, her willingness to share a deeply personal part of herself with millions watching around the world. The emotional connection. Emma's revelation deepened her bond with the Beijing fans. Every serve, volley, and return carried a new energy. She wasn't just competing. She was connecting. Each rally became a celebration of shared heritage, culture, and pride. Fans waved small Chinese flags alongside British ones, a symbol of the unity and respect Emma had invoked. Social media exploded. Clips of Emma speaking Mandarin went viral, with millions marveling at her linguistic fluency and heartfelt message. "Emma Raducanu is more than an athlete tonight," wrote one fan. "She is a bridge between cultures, a symbol of heritage embraced proudly." Behind the scenes, in the locker room, Emma reflected on her journey. "It wasn't just about surprising the crowd," she said. "It was about honoring my family, my grandmother, and the history that has shaped me." Her coach nodded. "You've given them more than a match today. You've given them connection." Emma's words revealed a quiet vulnerability, the side of an athlete rarely seen in public. A mix of pride, nervousness, and genuine humanity. The media frenzy. After the match, interviews poured in. Reporters clamored to hear about Emma's cultural revelation. "How did it feel to speak Mandarin in front of a crowd?" one journalist asked. "It felt like coming home," Emma replied. I've always known this is part of me. Tonight, I wanted the world to see it too. Headlines exploded. Emma Raducanu bridges cultures with Mandarin declaration. From London to Beijing, Emma embraces her Chinese heritage. A historic moment of identity on the tennis court. Analysts noted that this was more than a PR move. It was a genuine expression of identity, courage, and emotional intelligence. The personal significance. For Emma, the moment was deeply personal. She had spent years balancing public expectations with private identity. Growing up in London, she had been celebrated for her victories, but the nuance of her heritage often went unnoticed. Speaking Mandarin publicly was a reclaiming of her narrative. It was her way of saying, I am more than my country of birth. I am a product of my roots, my family, and my experiences. Identity isn't something to hide, Emma said later. It's something to honor wherever you are in the world. The reaction among young fans in China and across Asia was immediate. Girls and boys took to social media, expressing excitement about Emma's heritage revelation. She speaks Mandarin, and she's proud of her roots. Emma Raducanu is showing us that we can embrace our heritage and still succeed on the world stage. Coaches reported that youth programs saw a spike in enrollment as children were inspired by Emma's courage to embrace identity publicly. She became a role model not only for her athletic talent, but for cultural pride and self-confidence. The match's aftermath. Despite the emotional surprise, Emma remained focused on tennis. Legacy in motion. In the weeks following the Beijing match, Emma engaged in interviews, speaking about the importance of embracing culture and identity. She visited local schools, taught tennis clinics, and shared stories about her grandmother and family traditions. It's not just about winning matches, Emma said. It's about creating moments that inspire, connect, and celebrate who we truly are. Her presence in Beijing became a symbol of unity, illustrating that sports could transcend borders, celebrate heritage, and connect fans to athletes on a profoundly human level. A historic night. Emma Raducanu's match in Beijing became more than a sporting event. It was a cinematic moment, a story of self-expression, pride, and connection. When she spoke Mandarin and revealed her heritage, the stadium erupted, not only in applause, but in a collective embrace of identity. The moment was a reminder. Athletes are more than competitors. They are bridges between cultures, symbols of pride, and carriers of stories that inspire millions. I am Emma Raducanu, she told the world. I have Chinese blood, British roots, and a heart that belongs to the world. The cheers, the emotion, and the global attention ensured that this night will be remembered forever as a triumph of skill, courage, and authenticity. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like, and share. Till next time.